Hello, everyone, and this is Rach and Fee Unplugged coming back to you. So, I am Rachel,
And I'm Fiona.
and it's been probably maybe it's been a good 12 months since we've been and done an episode, but we are back. It is time again. We've heard the calling, and here we are. And today we're going to talk about the energies and how they may be impacting you on a physical level, I suppose.
Mm,
Um, we are very lucky that we have each other to talk about this stuff with. So, and there are a few things that were a little bit different that happened even just last week, and because we were able to talk about it, it made it. It helped us understand the situation, I suppose. So that was a big kick up the bottom to say, guess what? There's lots of ladies out there who don't have Rach or Fee on the other end of the phone line. So it's time to get back in your ears and on your screens via YouTube. So here we are. So
here we
hello.
are. Hi guys. Yeah, it's so interesting, isn't it? Like last week, I think we decided on Monday, and I said to Rach, let's just get on and have a riff and talk about things. And then on Sunday, yesterday it was yesterday. See, and
hmm
this is how weird the energy is at the moment. Like what day of the week it is. It feels like a day seems like a week or a month or a yesterday. Um, that the energy has just been so big, like the last couple of months, but the last 2 weeks, it has been a bit of a roller coaster for me, for
hmm
everyone else that I'm sort of having interactions with. And I think it is important to sort of normalize that at the moment, that there is a lot of energy going on and that people might be feeling these really big emotions. Um, and to try and normalize that a little bit, that sometimes we might feel like it's our stuff, and
hmm
sometimes it is. It might be people are feeling it toward their careers or their relationships,
Yeah,
but also too to know that this is a big collective energy that everyone is feeling in that collective level.
definitely. And as someone who is, if you're looking at human design, I'm emotional. And of late, my emotions have been like this roller coaster. I'm like feeling everyone else's emotions as well. I'm like, oh, this is just crazy stuff. So, not only are we experiencing things differently than we've ever felt them before, but it's hitting us emotionally as well. And it's just left of field. It's like, whoa, up the side of the head almost. um, and like I said before, we have each other to chat about this stuff with. And if you were sort of trying to navigate this by yourself without having someone or a confidant you could actually discuss it with, then it makes life really tough.
Mm,
So anyway,
absolutely.
and not only, the last couple of weeks, like, not knowing where the days are or what have you, like the months are flying. Like, where we feel like, a day
Mm,
feels like a week or a week feels like a month. But on the flip side of that, we've got
mm.
that the months are just going past like in a blur.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
trying to figure out like when something happened, it's just crazy.
Ah,
Like the
I
time
know.
is just it is really
Thank
morphing by,
goodness for
isn't it?
Facebook memories or your date stamp on your phone, because if you and you know what, sometimes I don't even remember to take photos of things, so I have
Mm,
no idea when it happens.
mm.
But yeah, those things are helpful to me. I'm just going to pause for a sec if I can find it on my computer. One.
Rach, it's interesting you talk about being an emotional being because I'm a
hmm
non-emotional being, which means that when I'm on my own, my emotions are very steady. However, when I'm with other people, I really do pick up and amplify their emotions, but it's something that I'm quite aware of. But I was having a chat to a friend who's also a non-emotional, and
hmm
both of us at the moment are having these big emotions that we're not normally used to. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure, I haven't looked at the human design trends, and I'm not sure whether we are emotionally defined at the moment. But yeah, there's definitely been some big high highs and low lows that I felt and people around me, and even our conversation on Friday when you're like, "Is it? Are you really emotional, Fiona?" Because I'm like, "What is going on this week?" Like,
Yeah, with me, it's just like, it's like being feeling things tenfold. Like I always feel
mm,
things and I feel other people's things, but it was just really, ramped up, and I'm like, oh my God, this is like, surely other people are feeling the emotions as well. It's not just me being, on
Mm.
steroids. But see, this is the beauty of it all, is when you're aware, you're conscious of your behavior, you go, oh, okay, it's not just me, it's a transit, it's whatever it may be at the time. But if you are unconscious of that, you would start to think yourself a little bit cuckoo. That you're just thinking, oh, 1 minute I'm crying, next minute I'm happy. Like, what the hell's wrong with me? But yeah, so this is obviously this is where we can empower ourselves, like knowing who we are and how we operate. And then when these
Mm,
things happen, we can go, oh, just step back a little bit from this. Just, disengage a little bit and go, oh, is this normal behavior for me, or is it just something that's just, happened in the last day or two, or, whatever it is. And you can just do a little bit of a check. Maybe that
mm,
you're around someone else who's really going through something emotionally, and everything's just escalated. So,
mm.
yeah.
Yeah, because I think sometimes, like for me personally, there's been a couple of circumstances where I'm like, that's a nothing thing. But the
Hmm.
emotions behind that nothing thing, and it almost feels like some deep purging is going on from some prior stuff. But also, too, we've got like Lilith right there in Scorpio. So there is that deep purging, healing. And we've got the big Scorpio moon coming up tomorrow. So, and it's in the eighth house as well. I was just listening to Tiani's podcast. So it's in the eighth house as well, which is all around, like I say, it's the Scorpio house. So it's going to be
Hmm.
extra deep and purgy and
Okay.
releasing.
Okay. So
Mm,
if you're feeling that way, know that it's the energies, and other people are going to
mm,
be feeling it too. So the big thing about all of this is to have a little bit of patience and compassion, not only for others, but also for yourself, because
mm.
we can tend to go, what the hell's wrong with me? Like, we
Yeah.
attack ourselves, or we can do.
Yes.
So it's, yeah, just to have that little bit of compassion as well, not
Yeah, I
only
love that.
externally, but internally as well.
And I think the thing is too, we've really been conditioned to intellectualize our feelings, Rach. So
Mhm.
it's really important not to beat ourselves up about our feelings, but just to go, you know what, this is how I'm feeling, and how can I deal with that in a healthy way? Like feel it in your body, go for a walk, put your feet on the ground and ground yourself.
Mhm.
Have a nourishing chat to someone who, like, and I'm so blessed to have some just beautiful, beautiful people in my life that I feel like
Great
so held and safe with, to have those lovely
conversations.
conversations with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
So,
actually, I was just going to say, so in my life at the moment, I have three pregnant people. So two of my daughters are pregnant, and my daughter-in-law is pregnant. So, at the moment, those poor women are on these emotional roller coasters of, yeah, we think it's bad. Like, just imagine being them. I know poor Faith. Faith's an emotional, that's her authority, and she's feeling it. I can tell you that. So
mm.
yeah, so it could be worse. You could be pregnant on top of everything. Just saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So anyway, we were talking about how the energies may be coming up on a physical level as well. So we're feeling it emotionally. We're, obviously we're purging. Could be a little bit of anger. It could be that we're crying. It could be, so we're feeling it emotionally, but it's coming out physically. Um, but there was, also with the energies of late is that, I have had headaches,
mm.
which have been unexplained. I'm keeping hydrated. I'm adding salt to my water, I'm doing all the things. And I'm like, why am I getting these headaches? But that is also something to do with the changing energies.
Absolutely. And as we are stepping into this new era, and I think 2025 is kind of like the pivotal switch, isn't it? And
Mm.
physically, our bodies are getting ready to hold more light and energy. And this is where we can have those ascension sort of symptoms like headaches and um, I felt real pressure around my head, or might feel like you're a bit tired, or some flu type symptoms. But it is
I have
just,
also been feeling a little bit upset in the tummy, so that's also a symptom as well. So,
yeah,
we could be thinking, oh my gosh, we're going to have to run to the doctor. I'm feeling unwell. What's wrong with me? but just, be mindful that it's also the energies as well. So
Mm,
obviously if it's impacting your life in a way that's, you can't operate, maybe then seek more advice. But just just be mindful that this is happening to a lot of people,
mm,
and all the symptoms are look a little bit different for everyone.
mm. And it's just our body's way of getting ready to, like, as we evolve and
Mm,
change and hold more light and being able to connect it, the dots. Because when you came to visit me, Rach, I had this headache pop out of
mm,
nowhere.
I
I'm
know.
hydrated. There's no reason for it. I don't normally get headaches. And we went to Lee Harris that night.
Yep.
And I'm like, was this just preparing me for Lee's energy? It was just
Yeah, maybe. And it
interesting.
was it was such an amazing night, and
It
and
was,
his energy was just beautiful.
oh, just beautiful.
It's one of those things that, unless you're in it, it's almost like having a sound bowl session, if that makes sense,
Mm,
where you
mm,
just feel it, and
mm,
everyone else there amplifies it, and therefore, everyone feels it, and you just lifted. So putting ourselves in those, I suppose, like-minded environments and healing environments definitely helps. Because
mm.
that you felt fine after that, didn't you? Or you were better.
Yeah, fine. It
Yeah.
shifted by the end of the night. It
Mm.
really did. But yeah, the energy in that room and he's just got the most pure, um, authentic energy, hasn't he?
Oh,
Like
it's
he's
stunning.
just
And
beautiful.
his singing voice, if he actually had a genre, I tell you, he would be like a chart topper. Like, seriously. Bit of country twang in there would be nice. But no,
Yeah,
his music is beautiful, and the messages obviously are, amazing. But
yeah.
it was just yeah, it's I don't know. There's really hard to describe the experience.
Absolutely. And the messages that he had for the Sydney crowd, like it just resonated so deeply, didn't it?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So,
But anyway. Well, okay. So, was there anything else that you wanted to add to this little chat today? So, this is just a little bit of a hello, we're back. And if anyone has any questions or topics that they would like us to chat about more, we're happy to do that.
mm.
Yeah,
And if anyone's feeling like they don't have anyone to speak with, reach out, send us a
yeah,
message, and
definitely.
yeah,
Yes. I'm a little bit like Donkey, so getting me to shut up is the trick, really. Especially if it's something I'm really passionate
passionate
about,
about.
and
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, okay. So Fee, was there anything else that you wanted to leave us with
I
today?
think we've pretty much covered everything today, Rach.
Yeah. So basically, today, in a nutshell, is we just wanted to reach out and say hi again, and to say that there's a lot of big energies happening that you may be feeling on an emotional and on a physical level. And that's just getting ready for us moving forward with a new
Mm,
vibration. Because you
mm.
were saying earlier on that our generation is the first generation to, um, what was it?
Um, so to hold two aspects, so the 3D, but
Yeah.
also we're moving into the 5D aspect where
Mm-hmm.
we're into that higher version of ourselves. And that's why, we are holding more light in our body and
Mm.
ascending. So
And the difference between the 3D and the 5D is just a vibration, isn't it? It's not
yeah,
necessarily
yes, yeah,
a physical thing per se. Well, if you're running at a higher vibration, obviously it is a physical thing, but
yeah.
it's not like a destination or a place. It's
No,
just
no, it's just
yeah,
we're sitting at a higher
hmm
energy level.
yeah,
We're able to see things differently. So that's why
yeah,
everyone are like a lot of people are having these big shifts and these big awakenings
yeah,
and that's quite common and things that weren't spoken about even like 5 or 10 years ago. Now people are really starting to open up and become more aware of things
yeah,
and know how much more influence we have on our existence than what we may have previously thought we had.
yeah, or being led to believe even.
Conditioned. Like there's a lot of human design, like we talk about like becoming back into alignment and all that
Yeah,
conditioning of who we were told or who we thought we were. It's like just as often as we can challenge those thought processes and the patterns and where they came from, and are we going to move forward in the future? You know, are they still
Yeah,
serving us? If we can try and break those down as often as we can, that's where we can have those real shifts. And it doesn't have to, it's not like change is never easy, Rach, and it doesn't have to be huge steps like moving to another country. Well, it could be, but
yeah.
just those little tiny things like yourself with your walking every day and
Oh.
you know, just little
It's
change.
very easy to slip back into old habits now that it's getting a bit cooler. But you know what? I feel so much better, and my body feels so much better for getting up and moving it first thing of the morning.
Mm,
It doesn't have to be first thing of the morning, but that just sets up my day to feel
mm,
better about everything. And I can,
yeah.
if nothing else gets done, at least I've done a bit of exercise and I've moved my body.
Yeah.
And
And
it
it's also
hasn't.
good to give yourself the permission on the days that you don't want to exercise to go, you know what, I'm just going to
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
time out and do something else.
Correct.
Hmm.
All right. Well, I hope this has been of benefit to all of you who have tuned in, and we will see you very soon. So bye for now.
Bye.